So what it does is it allows us to band together to create this. And I've been working with a group of collaborators who key components of this. The the thing that's been missing, we have no shortage of technology solutions around this, right? And we wonder why hasn't this come together? Right? We have, data protection initiatives for like data vaults. We've had people demonstrate data trusts. We have things that exist to drive AI inside businesses that are, it's company confidential. Military organizations, the Defense Department, they're deploying these in classified environments, right? We know the technology is there. What's been missing is the pathway to get there. What do we do first and why? And how do we build that? And that's where we're proposing a game-based approach that focuses on a particular ecosystem of teens here in Washington, D.C. And what we're calling this is Game Show. And Game Show is a way for teens, but ultimately everyone, to kind of journal with the help of AI. Imagine the way that these AI systems are working now, like character AI, replica, they're interviewing you, talking to you. Who knows where that data is going, right? But imagine then that these interviews are kind of the part that gets you to creating your dotes. And then you can have a part of the platform, the game, where you are workshopping these, right? You can see them because they're organized in this, right? We have an ontology now for learning stories that works for people and AI of do, observe, tell, explore, show. And we have 7 different categories of DOTE: character, excellence, service, relationship, adventure, making, and wellness. There's a shortcut to a post that I've did today that has more details on DOTES. If you go to dotes.xyz, you can see that. But now we have this sort of corpus of DOTES that you started to collect in a private and secure space.
Right.
And now you can use that to start training your AI rep.
Right.
Now, because we're using small language models or foundation models or LLMs, whichever we want to talk about there, we know that it's going to hallucinate.
Yeah.
Right? It's not going to get the story right, but we can give it feedback and it'll get closer and closer and closer. And that's where the fun part comes in, is actually training your AI rep. So if you imagine that as like a game show where you get to quiz your AI rep. If it gets things right, gets things wrong, you can correct it. And what that gives an opportunity to do is then some back propagation of your personal knowledge graph
Yeah.
that you're starting to build.
Yeah.
Right. So we think about now not just retrieval augmented generation based on DOTES, but now you've started to build your own personal knowledge graph.
Right.
Well, why would somebody want to do this? Well, it turns out then that when you have this information on DOTES, this is immediately really useful for a lot of different things in school, in work, and in life.
Well, tell me a little